I'm really excited about this next lesson on wrinkles and blemishes because if you've done portrait shoots before, you know that's one of the first things people ask about. Can you get rid of the zit? Or can you make me look like I don't have wrinkles? And usually that can be a problem, especially with fine lines and wrinkles, because you don't want your subject to look unnatural or unlike themselves. And fortunately, I know a great way to make them look better without making them look like a mannequin or someone else. Your first step is to select your background layer. So just click right here and then press Control or Command J, and that's going to duplicate your layer. Double click where it says Layer 1 and rename it Blemishes and Wrinkles. So now that your layer is named Blemishes and Wrinkles and you have it selected, you can go to your spot healing brush by either clicking the icon or pressing J, which is the shortcut, and then just select the blemishes that you'd like to be gone. You don't have to worry about making it look overly smooth, because part of this smoothing process is that we're going to go back and we're going to back off the smoothness and adjust the opacities and things like that. So just make it as smooth as you can. Unnaturally smooth, I'd say. Oh, he looks freakishly smooth, like a baby. If there's some areas that the spot healing brush just doesn't seem to be able to get, I also like to use the clone stamp tool, and the keyboard shortcut for that is S. You want to press Alt to select an area. You want to find a skin tone similar to the one you're trying to match. So if I'm trying to match his under eye, I'll choose the skin under his eye and then just fill it in like this. Okay, so I feel finished. He looks unnaturally smooth, which is a good thing in this case because we're going to create a layer mask and then we're going to undo a lot of the smoothing that we just did. So click right here on the masks and now you have a layer mask for your layer. Select your layer mask and then press Control or Command I to invert it. So now you can see you've just undone all of the changes. Select your brush tool. You can use the shortcut B, keyboard shortcut B, and then use the color white to smooth out the areas that you had previously made smooth. If you'd like to add some more detail back in, you can change the color back to black and it will add some detail back into the skin if you're getting a bit too smooth. So let's look at the before and after. And I can see I forgot just a few spots. So I'm going to go back in with the white brush and get rid of a few more problem areas. So this looks good and he looks natural, but one last thing I like to do is select the layer and go into the opacity of the layer and just lower it a little bit so that it looks a tad bit more natural. It kind of blends your changes into the original picture because you're seeing through this layer that we made into the background layer and seeing all of the original elements from the picture. So now it just looks a tad bit more natural at 85% opacity. So he looks good. He doesn't have wrinkles or blemishes, but there's still some skin discoloration, which is a very common problem in pictures. So let's go to our next lesson and I'll teach you how to reduce skin discoloration and glare.